So I'm gonna talk about the art of like meditation, training to be like a Buddhist monk. Like I have seen things on YouTube that talk about yogis and what's that called? Agoris that practice sadhana and stuff like this. And there's other types of like being like a monk would be like you're well disciplined. You eat your meals at a certain time in the day, but very little. And like to do all this lifestyle, it's like a lifestyle, like a habit, and a sort of like discipline. And then the Buddhist monk would be like more like meditative, and them are part of the practices would be like meditation, stuff like this, and practicing the art of these modalities is pretty cool to accomplish certain goals. It's like at first you're not as knowledgeable, and as you go along with the practice and daily routine and patterns of doing things on certain levels, then it grows. And whatever that you do in life, it grows. Like whatever you develop, your your mannerisms, your characteristic of who you are, of like how you talk, how you go about things. I could talk like this, but I don't talk like this. If I did talk like this, it'd be a little fucking extreme, wouldn't it? But what I'm trying to say is, you know what I mean? There's many different things that aspects and sort of things of, you know, that make us who we are. So, like, back to the teachings of the Buddhist monk would be, you'd have to research it, but basically, they got their disciplines in place. They got their, and I'm starting to discipline myself with some things. But what I'm trying to say is that I still have a long way to go into reprogramming my mind to fit exactly how I want it to be. A lot of the Matrix have programmed miscellaneous garbage that's collected. You just can't forget it. You know what I mean? It's like once you see something, you can always remember what you saw before. So it's not like even if it's a bad memory, you'll still have that memory haunting your consciousness. See, it's like I'm not saying it's really bad. I'm not saying the system's really bad state of consciousness. What I'm trying to say is that, like, if you have an argument with somebody, that's a worse state of consciousness. And what I'm trying to say is that if you're really angry with yourself, that's even a worse state of consciousness. Because I used to be angry with myself. Angry for no reason. And just, doing things like that. But now I don't find myself as angry. Hardly angry anymore. You know what I mean? It's just that if something deliberately does something to make me upset or something, I can see it for what it is. I don't get triggered as much. But I have a lot more tolerance. Like, I have a lot more tolerance for anger, which God blessed me with or something. Because I swear, when I was off fluvenazine and I was totally sober from it, I still felt a sense of peace and no anger. You know what I mean? But so I do believe God, the divine goddess, helped me out with the anger problem that I was facing like a couple years ago. It's pretty bad. Yeah, I was suffering with a lot of anger. That was a certain time in my life, though. I was never that angry until that point in my life. But basically, what I'm trying to say is that, you know, I'm 28 now, and I'm trying to better myself now before it's too late. Like, I want myself to be the best version I can be for the future girlfriend I'll meet, to have a relationship with. And this girl, I'll do everything for and everything for. And like, say I wanted to buy her pink yoga pants because it looked good on her, right? And she doesn't want pink. She doesn't like the color pink. I'll be like, okay, honey, I'll exchange them and get a different color for you. What color do you want? And if she wanted purple, I'll go with purple. But guess what? Pink is hot on a girl. I like pink on a girl. You know what I mean? But I don't like wearing pink. But pink is a girl's color. Pink is associated with the divine goddess and the girls. See, I made a divine universe painting one time, and it was with the spinning universe, and it had the pink and then the blue within it. The blue is divine masculine, pink's divine feminine. And it was together within the painting of the universe. It's symbolic too at the same time. So that was pretty cool that I have these symbolic things that I do. And colors mean things, you know what I mean? Certain symbolic meanings to certain colors. Pink also means loyalty. So if I was wearing like a pink bracelet, mean a sign of loyalty to the girls. So anyway, Neo worships the divine goddess girls. I hope you're doing amazing, because guess what? I really want you to do amazing, because guess what? You're so much like more attractive when you're doing really good, girls. And you got everything, all your ducks in a row, and life's treating you really good, and grooming you and massaging you, and you're feeling amazing. That is what I want for the girls, because they're so beautiful. They deserve all there is in the world. Like, look at my ugly. You know, I'm not like that ugly, but I don't say I'm like, because when my hair is up like this, and my beard, I gotta like cut my beard right, put my hair down, look a little bit more, less ugly. I don't know. I just really have to comb my hair. It's been up so much that there's knots all over it. But what I'm trying to say is that Neo worships the divine goddess. I bow before the divine goddess. I bow before the divine goddess. I bow before the divine goddess. Girls, I love you. And this can go to 10 minutes. It's just that, you know, I keep it to like 7 minutes, 10 minutes in my podcast. But like what I was talking about, the Buddhist monk in the beginning, is basically it's because we have disciplines. We set disciplines in the daily habits, and we find reward. There's reward in that. Like, say if I had a girlfriend and I abstained from using my hand or having sex for, say, a month. And then every month I would have all that energy and she would have all that energy. We'd have such a good time together. And guess what? Through that month, we'd be hugging and kissing each other and building up that energy, but we wouldn't be releasing it. But guess what? I think if I got too frisky with a girl for too long, I think I would just orgasm. Straight up. Because after a long period of time, you know what I mean? With a girl being intimate like that for that long, it does something to all the urges and everything, and it builds it up, and it pushes it more to the surface, and there it is. You know what I mean? It's just like, but what I'm trying to say is that, you know, it's a sort of correspondence with life, like that we gotta have disciplines. Otherwise, but what I'm trying to say is that it'd be worth the reward. See, waiting is worth the reward. A discipline, like waiting, depending on what you're waiting on, can be worth the reward. Like, I never gave up on the girls. I love the girls in daily society, but I really want to settle down with a girl, get an apartment, get a girlfriend, settle down, really make a life for myself. Because I'm running out of things to do in the day and I get lonely. So girls, just remember, like, if there's a really skinny, good looking girl, I'll pay the rent. I just got to find a 1 bedroom apartment and I can pay the rent for you. And I'll have money left over for food and I'll feed you before I feed myself because I love you. And I just want you to know that if I get a girlfriend, I'll be a lot happier too. And trust me, I'll change for the better for the girl and everything. Like, trust me, whatever she wants me to do better, I can do better, okay? All right, girls, I love you. All right, have a good day.